Let me tell you a story, not of kings, nor warriors, nor men who ruled by sword or crown, but of a man who controlled something far greater. A man who controlled money itself, not dollars, not credit cards, not digital coins on a screen. No, he controlled the metal those coins were made of. Copper, silver, gold. And through it he controlled kings, nations, and history. His name was Jakob Fugger. And long before billionaires built rockets, long before bankers built skyscrapers, long before Wall Street even existed, Jakob Fugger quietly built a financial empire that made emperors kneel and kingdoms bow. This is not a fairy tale. This is real history. And hidden within it are the secrets of wealth that are still true today. Because the world may change, but power never does. So listen closely, because the same rules that built Jakob Fugger can build you. Let us begin. Part 1. Why Kings Fear Bankers. Kings looked powerful in history books. But standing alone, without money, a king was nothing but a man with a crown. Armies need to be paid. Wars need to be financed. Castles, roads, cities, all built with coin. And who controlled coin? The man who controlled the metal behind the coin. By 1496, Jakob Fugger quietly bought the largest copper mines in Tyrol. Not a little copper, not a share. He bought it all. And suddenly, Europe learned a painful truth. When you control the raw material, you control the world. Copper made coins. Copper made cannons. Copper made church bells. Copper made civilization run. And one man controlled it. If you wanted copper, you paid Fugger's price. If you wanted coins, you paid Fugger's price. If you wanted war, you did not ask your general, you asked your banker. Kings wore crowns, but Jakob Fugger wore control. Part 2. Wealth is not about money. It's about control. Most people think wealth is about stacking dollars. They chase fast money. Cryptos, trends, lottery dreams, get-rich schemes. That isn't wealth, that's noise. Real wealth is control. Real wealth is ownership. Real wealth is positioning yourself where everyone else must come to you. Jakob Fugger didn't sell time. He didn't work for wages. He didn't hope someone would make him rich. He bought the stream, not the cup. He controlled the supply, not the product. You don't become powerful by asking the world to pay you. You become powerful by giving the world no choice. And that is lesson 1. Wealth is built by owning the foundation other people need. Today, that is energy, technology, infrastructure, land, data, water, logistics, and payment systems. The world may evolve, but the core rule never changes. Own what others must depend on. Part 3. Silence and Strategy. Jakob Fugger didn't shout. He didn't brag. He didn't flash gold or take selfies with wealth. He moved silently. He built quietly. He acquired power where no one looked. And while the world fought battles, he prepared vaults. A general who wins a war controls land. But a banker who funds the war controls the general, and the land, and the future after the dust settles. Real power is subtle. Real power whispers. Real power moves before anyone sees it coming. Do not announce your dreams. Grow them in silence. Invest in silence. Build in silence. Let your actions speak when you no longer need to. The loudest in the room rarely rule it. The quiet architect always does. Part Courage and calculation. Fugger understood a truth weak men ignore. Risk is not the enemy. Recklessness is. He bet when he saw an edge. He loaned to king, but he always secured mines, taxes, or lands as collateral. He financed empires with interest and influence. Nothing was left to chance. Nothing was emotional. Nothing was impulsive. He took bold bets, backed by cold logic. You do not rise from nothing by being timid. But you do not stay rich by being reckless. So understand this: balance. Fortune favors the calculated, not the careless. When the crowd panics, study. When the crowd rushes, wait. When the crowd sleeps, move. History doesn't remember gamblers. It remembers architects. Part 5. Discipline over emotion. Most people cannot build wealth. For one reason, they lack discipline. They buy what they cannot afford. They chase approval instead of assets. They worship luxury before they build foundation. They brag before they earn. They crack under pressure. They fold when life is hard. They break emotionally before they break financially. Jakob Fugger didn't live like a king when he was nobody. He lived like a soldier, disciplined, because wealth is not built in desire. It is built in restraint, in discipline, in patience, in years no one sees. Anyone can spend. Anyone can pretend. Anyone can envy, but not everyone can build. And discipline is the price of power. If you cannot control yourself, you will never control wealth. Part 6. The power of information. Fugger had couriers everywhere. Miners, priests, merchants, diplomats, king's servants. He built Europe's first real intelligence network, faster and more accurate than most governments. Information made him unstoppable. Information made him wealthy. Information made him untouchable. You want to build wealth today? Study markets. Study industry. Study behavior. Study technology. Study what the world will need before it needs it. There is no excuse for ignorance in the age of information. If you are poor in knowledge, you will be poor in money. Learn daily. Observe deeply. Think longer than the impatient world. Because the mind is the first asset. Part 7. Control debt, don't drown in it. People today drown in debt. Cars they don't need. Clothes they can't afford. Liabilities disguised as lifestyle. Jakob Fugger used debt as a sword, not a cage. He loaned to kings to gain power. He loaned to governments to earn monopolies. He financed wars and secured resources in return. Debt made him stronger. Debt today makes most people weaker. Debt is a tool. In the right hands, it builds empires. In the wrong hands, it destroys lives. Never borrow for ego. Borrow for leverage. Borrow for assets. Borrow when the return outweighs the cost. If debt does not buy freedom, it buys chains. Part 8. Legacy and reality. Kings once mocked him. Then they feared him. Then they begged him. He died richer than any monarch of his era. His empire outlived thrones. His influence shaped Europe. Not because he dreamed, but because he acted. Not because he wished, but because he planned. Not because he was lucky, but because he disciplined his life and mind. You don't rise by chance. You rise by choice, by strategy, by patience, by discipline, by relentless, intentional effort. No excuses, no shortcuts, no fantasy, just truth. Final lesson: build like a king, think like a banker. So remember, do not chase wealth, build the foundation for it. Do not seek permission, build power. Do not beg for opportunity, create it. Do not look for the throne, own the gold that makes the crown. This world still runs on the same rules: resources, discipline, control of supply, control of information, and above all, mastery of yourself. Wealth does not begin in your wallet. It begins in your mind, in your habits, in your patience, and in your discipline. If you want to control your future, start by controlling yourself. If you want wealth, build structures that outlast you. If you want power, position yourself where the world must come to you. The rich today? They follow Fugger's blueprint. Energy monopolies, tech monopolies, data monopolies, financial monopolies. The world may evolve, but the laws of power never change. Do not wait for a crown. Build the minds, build the systems, build the discipline, build the mindset, and one day, others will come to you. Not because you demand it, but because they have no choice. You now understand what kings once learned. He who controls the foundation controls the world. It was true in Fugger's time. It is true today, and it will be true forever. The question is, what will you build?